the invisible thread that binds all things. Take a deep breath. Now, open your heart to a possibility so profound it might change the way you see yourself and the entire universe. What if the space between you and the stars isn't really empty? What if your mind isn't confined to the folds of your brain, but stretches outward into a web of unseen connection? This isn't fantasy. This is quantum entanglement, and it might be the bridge between modern physics and ancient truth, a mirror showing you that you are more than a mind in a body. You are an entangled being, participating in a cosmos far more alive, far more aware than you've ever imagined. Welcome to Quantum Entanglement for Personal Growth. This is not just a lesson in physics, it's a revelation of your power. Let's begin. Einstein's spooky mystery. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. He was describing something that even his genius couldn't reconcile. Two particles separated by vast distances, yet instantly reacting to each other. No signal, no delay, no explanation. To understand it, imagine this. You and a friend each receive a sealed envelope. You fly to the North Pole. They travel to the South. When you open yours, you find a red card. Instantly, without checking, you know their card is blue. Not because it was pre-decided, but because the act of observation made it so, and made theirs too. This is the essence of quantum entanglement. Two particles, once linked, share a state, not metaphorically, literally. Measure one, and you instantly know the state of the other, no matter how far apart. This shook the foundations of physics. Why? Because it broke the rule of locality, the idea that objects can only be influenced by their immediate surroundings. Experiments like Bell's inequality test proved it wasn't just theoretical. The universe is non-local, and that one truth opens a door to a much deeper question: consciousness as a quantum player. What if your consciousness is entangled with the universe itself? Let's pause there. Not your thoughts, not your beliefs, but the pure awareness that watches those thoughts, that quiet observer behind your eyes. In classical physics, observation is passive. In quantum physics, observation changes the outcome. It collapses infinite possibilities into a single reality, which means the act of becoming aware creates. Could it be that your consciousness isn't just affected by reality, but actively shaping it? Many scientists used to scoff at this idea, but a growing body of research suggests that the mind may be more than a byproduct of the brain. It may be part of the quantum field itself. This leads us into the hard problem of consciousness. Why do we experience awareness at all? Why is there a you behind your eyes, feeling, thinking, witnessing? Neuroscience can map brain activity, but it can't explain awareness. There's no physical law that turns chemicals and electricity into experience. So what if consciousness isn't inside your head? What if your brain is more like a radio, tuning into a field of awareness that exists beyond space and time? The quantum mind. Enter the Or theory, proposed by Sir Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff. This idea suggests that quantum events occur inside tiny structures within neurons, called microtubules. These events aren't random, they're orchestrated, and their collapse, their reduction, produces moments of consciousness, billions of them, every second. It means consciousness might not be an emergent product of complexity. It might be quantum at its root, a series of choices rippling across the fabric of space-time. Skeptics argued the brain was too warm and noisy for quantum coherence, But quantum biology says otherwise. Birds navigate with entangled particles. Plants process sunlight with quantum coherence. Smell may even rely on it. So why not the brain? If the brain supports quantum processes, then the mind may not be trapped in flesh. It may participate in something far greater. You are entangled. If particles can be entangled across galaxies, what about thoughts? What about awareness? Some theories suggest that consciousness itself is non-local, that minds can become entangled, sharing information, intuition, or sudden insight. Have you ever thought of someone and they called you? Felt an unshakable knowing that wasn't logical but proved true? These aren't flukes. They may be quantum echoes of entanglement between minds. The ancient mystics described this. Tat tvam asi. You are that. The observer and the observed are one. Quantum entanglement brings new language to an old truth. You are not alone in your awareness. You are not separate from the universe. You are woven into it. The power of alignment. Here is the revelation. Your consciousness is not powerless. It is participatory. When you focus, when you set intention, you are not just imagining. You are tuning. You are shaping probabilities. Like a tuning fork, your attention aligns with frequencies in the quantum field. Meditation, prayer, silence, ritual, these are not superstition. They are technologies of coherence. They align you with the order beneath the chaos. And from that alignment comes manifestation, not magic, but resonance, living entangled. So what does this mean for your life? It means you matter. Your thoughts matter. Your feelings matter. Because they radiate into the field. Because they participate in what becomes real. Synchronicity is not coincidence. It is coherence. Intuition is not guessing. It is reception. And connection, it is real. Through entanglement. If your awareness is part of the universal field, then death is not an end. It is transformation, a collapse into a new configuration. Life becomes not a race to somewhere else, but a sacred dance of attention, intention, and awareness. You are not a bystander. You are not a separate mind in a sea of otherness. You are a node in a vast web of entanglement. You are the universe awakening to itself. So, what will you choose to focus on? Fear or resonance? Division or unity? Because every thought is a frequency, every emotion a waveform, every intention a signal. The future is not written, it is chosen by you, through you, as you. Remember who you are, not as a body, not as a story, but as a field of living awareness, entangled with everything. This is the revelation of quantum entanglement, and this is your invitation to awaken, to align, to become the coherence you were born to be. If this message resonated with you, don't let it fade. Share it, subscribe, and keep exploring the edges of mind and matter. Because the quantum revolution is already within you.